One, two, three. Mic test.
Mic check 2, 3, 4. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat at welcome sa Copa Paulino Alcantara ngayong Monday night. Check, check. 2. Yep.
There's an opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it 3-0.
Monday Night Football action from the beautiful PFF grounds here in Carmona, Cavite, and what an explosive matchup we got for you here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara as dynamic Herb Cebu look to continue their momentum here in their first ever Copa up against a resilient Mendiola FC 9091 who are desperate to get their first win of the competition. We are now deep into the group stages, so now we're starting to see who are the potential entrants into the next round, and this matchup super crucial if Mendiola want to have any shot at all into making it into the knockout rounds. Let's have a look at how things are stacking up, but first give me an opportunity to introduce ourselves. My name is Jing Hamlang and I am joined today by Nate Berkey, who's pulling a double today, man.
Pulling a double. Greetings to all the Filipino football fans. Jing, it's a pleasure as always. As you said, we have a treat for a match tonight with dynamic Herb Cebu taking on Mendiola. Looking forward to calling this one with you as always, and pleasure to be here.
Man, what a matchup we have on our hands here. As we said, Mendiola want to give themselves any sort of shot to move on into the next round. As it stands right now, it looks as if they won't be able to penetrate that top 4, but the Ascal's development team, with their conflict in schedule in the SEA Games, if they run deep in that competition, there might be a potential slot that opens up. So if they don't win this game, they're out. But if they win, they might have a shot, Nate. So crucial for Mendiola to stamp their authority here against the newcomers in dynamic Herb Cebu.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like you were saying to me earlier, Jing, you want to let the new guys know where you are and where you stand as a club. And Dynamic Herb have impressed with their first match, but this is another tough match for them. As you said, Mendiola have been unfortunate to not get a result. So this is a match for them that they might see as, oh, we can get 3 points. Oh, we can get a win. So it's going to be a big test for both clubs. And we're expecting a highly competitive match here as this evening progresses.
Let's take a look at some of the previous results of these clubs. Well, actually, let's move on to the starting lineup first because we have some interesting entrants here for Dynamic Herb Cebu, particularly Roberto Corsame, who was a real hero in their opening match. He seems to have earned a spot in the starting lineup because of his heroics in that game against Stallion.
Oh yeah, he was a super sub that match, came on, lightning speed and fire, a lot of pressure, created 2 really good, clear goal-scoring opportunities, and got that important and vital second goal to secure the victory. So credit to him to get in the starting lineup. He definitely deserved it. But let's see if we can get that same match of intensity as a starter as he did as a sub.
Of course, Daniel Gadio was a standout in that win again against Stallion, and the Turkish influence very much strong in this dynamic Herb Cebu side. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on all of their imports as well. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup here for Mendiola FC 9091. As you could expect, a very solid lineup from them, but they are still looking for that firepower up top. And tonight it's going to be a challenge to see if Jim Ashley Flores will be able to find the back of the net for them in this match.
Yes, Jing. As we've noticed in their first few matches, creating and scoring goals was a weak point for them, which is why they weren't able to get any kind of result. You know, if you want to win games, if you want to get victories and 3 points, you got to put the ball in the net. So it's a lot of pressure on the forward, as you said, Ashley Flores, but also any other player can step up and get a goal tonight. You know, it's a big opportunity for them, and let's see how they respond to this game at hand.
And Mendiola, a bit of a head scratcher this season. They got in a good result against Stallion, against UCFC as well, and they had a good performance against Kaya, but they just haven't been able to put it all together as of yet. But here's a fantastic test for them in Cebu as we take a look at who might be the individuals to influence this match a little later on from the substitutes bench. So there you see some of the familiar names like Rafi Llorente, who's an absolute classic here in Philippine football. We'll see if he comes on a little later on. Kentaro Miyagi likely to play a part as well. On the opposite side naman, si Mariano Suba, of course, one of the most promising young prospects in the country. You'd expect him to come on at some point as well. So there you have it. That's how both teams are lining up. We are getting close to kickoff here at the PFF grounds in Carmona, Cavite. In fact, we're going to take a short break. When we return, it'll be first half action between Mendiola and Cebu. Don't go anywhere.
There's an opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it 3-0.
Cebu and Mendiola have taken the field as we take a look at the 4 officials who will be taking charge of tonight's match. We've got Clifford Daipuyat, who will be leading the charge, Raymart de los Santos in the back, and alongside their 2 assistants, who are Chris Mark Nanyola and KB Nanyola. Quick look at this dynamic Herb Cebu side, who have been the spark plug in this competition so far. They made a shock victory over Stallion Laguna to start things off. They coupled that with a forfeiture against the Ascos development team, who are currently away for SEA Games action. So they have 6 points in the bag and are looking good in making it into the knockout rounds, but they can continue their momentum here with a good performance against Mendiola, who are in a bit of a desperation mode here against them tonight. They need to get 3 points, not only to keep their hopes alive for making it into the next round, but for pride. This is a really there's a team with a long history. As you can see it from their name, it's Mendiola FC 9091. So there's a lot of history here at this club, and they're gonna want to make sure that they finish their group stage on a high. We'll take a look at the 2 captains, Jim Ashley Flores and Ace Villanueva. It's all set up for some fireworks here in Carmona, Nate.
Yeah, looking forward to this one, Jing. Beautiful environment setting here. The sun has gone down, nothing but cool winds here. Team should be amped and ready to fire off here.
You talked about how Mendiola have been asked to play at 4 p.m. more often than not. Now they get a chance to express themselves in a little bit more in cooler climate, and perhaps something that will help them in terms of their energy levels and in their adventures moving forward. They did score against Maharlika in that outing that they had in the evening, so perhaps it could be a sign of something good for them here. That man on your screen, absolutely crucial in keeping Mendiola in plenty of matches today. They had some great results, as we mentioned, against UCFC and Stallion. Michael Asson, a key in all of that. Ace Villanueva, his counterpart, will be looking to keep out Mendiola today. We're moments away now from kickoff, and here we are. So glad you could join us for the Copa Paulino Alcantara action this evening. Jing Hamlang and Nate Berkey bringing you the action. We actually had the pleasure of calling Cebu and Stallion in that fruitful encounter for Dynamic Herb. What was it that you saw that you liked so much from them, Nate?
What I liked from Dynamic Herb Cebu in that first match, Jing, is their mindset from the first whistle to the last whistle didn't change, and it showed. They scored in the 93rd minute, so they were pressing, they were pushing, and their resiliency, you know, they're out for some glory this season. It seems, you know, they've put a lot of money and resources into this club, traveling all the way from Cebu, so they want to make it worthwhile. They got a lot of sponsors to entertain, and they're also trying to create this culture for a team from outside of Manila to impress and improve in Philippine football. I just like how organized they were and their resiliency and their mindset throughout that match, Jane.
Early corner for them. Not coming to anything yet. Cebu looking to get a foothold in this game early. Taken away. Crowded out nicely.
Space here on the right.
Outlet pass was just behind Altinos, who was making the run. Cristal, rather fortunate there to get right back.
See, Jing, you can already see the tempo of the game is a bit different from these 4 p.m. games. It's quicker, it's faster. You know, the ball moves faster, the ball moves slicker. So, you know, it's a big difference playing from this time frame until 4 p.m. So, you know, both teams will have to adjust and maintain that high tempo if they want to play that way, which it seems they do from the start of this match already.
Expecting some intensity here between these two sides, and if the first game of this Monday was any indication, we're in for some drama. Stallion and Kaya involved in a nail biter earlier on. And this one getting off to a nice start as well. Gadia.
Oh, that's a nice idea and great pass there from Gaja.
Outlet pass is a dangerous one. Cebu can pounce here. Unable to do so. Mendiola trying to get themselves out of the woods. But that one out for a throw-in. Just beyond Aaron Altiche. Speaking of legends and mainstays at the top flight of Philippine football, Aaron Altiche has been playing for over a decade at this level. Cross from Uzoka. Aso gets a touch to it, but the goal is open. Cebu unable to get it on target. Flores takes contact from behind. It's rather heavy from Chima Uzoka. Mendiola incensed by that tackle. They feel it warrants some extra attention from Clifford Daipuyat, who has a word with Uzoka.
Yeah, Dynamic Herb looking to pick up exactly where they left off in that first match. As we take a look here at the free kick given up by Chima Uzoka. Little push on behind, nothing too careless there. Definitely a foul. Mendiola ball here. Deep into their half.
That's the thing with these quick and pacey players like Jim Ashley Flores. Once they pick up steam, pag natamaan sila, talagang makikita mo yung contact. Asong.
So Mendiola lined up with 3 in the back here, Jing. Not your traditional back line, but they'll look to try and dictate the tempo and control with only 3 in the back and expose the wings of Dynamic Herb Cebu here. Typically that's what you want to do when you only got 3 in the back, Jing, is play the width of the field. Makes sense, but you know, it also requires the proper philosophy and playing style. Otherwise it can be dangerous with only 3 in the back.
Missed clearance there from Cristal. Mehmet Kakil there on your screen.
Nice little bit of skill there from Uzoka to keep possession of the ball.
Kuda. We're going to launch that in behind. Easy for Asong in the end. Sinkir, the target man up front for Cebu. Ngong Sam gets it back here. Chance! That goes across goal. No danger to Ace Villanueva. Mendiola now with an opportunity to apply some pressure here. Switching the play just beyond Jim Ashley Flores. A little bit rushed there from Mendiola.
Yeah, both teams trying to just find their rhythm here early, Jing. It's to be expected as the tensions are probably high. Got those early game jitters here, but we're hoping this game settles down here through midfield and get some nice football going.
Gaja. Nahanap dito si Corsame.
That's a good pass.
Sinkir continuing the attack, looking for support. Using his body well here. Flores.
Oh.
Counter-attack could be on here. Okuda does well to take the steam out of this attack. Tonaldo.
Oh, that's a good pass with the outside of the boot. I like that, Jing.
Nice switch to Altiche. And that's not going to be what Flores is looking for up front.
The idea is right, just the technique and the way to the pass there isn't able to get into the passing lane of the striker.
Both sides looking to apply some pressure in the opposition half. Both sides trading possession.
This
Now
is
it's
nice.
Corsame. Pass into the box was well spotted. Just a little bit late there on that 50-50, and that will go the way of Mendiola. Lots of folks tuning in via Facebook today. Jamie C, Justin Miranda, Marie Lapinid, Ken Gonzalez, and Haifa Hassan. Some of the folks who are tuned in to us right now. Appreciate you guys showing your support.
Nice turn.
Altinoz showing some skill there. No whistle blown.
Love that.
He just keeps going here, taking on player after player.
That's what you got to do. You got to play the whistle there, Jing. He was looking for the foul. It was a clear foul, but the ref did not blow his whistle, so you got to just keep playing.
He's given the advantage there. And Altinoz giving us a highlight to enjoy as a result. Let's have a look at it here. Turns away from Altiche, clearly tugged there. No whistle. Even the cameraman thought the play was going to stop, but he just cruises past another defender. Eventually, free kick is called. That's a moment of brilliance there from Altinoz. Could be a man to look out for on this right side for Cebu. Mendiola having trouble clearing their lines. Dabao's cross. Hajimadi with a little back heel there, but it was well spotted by Altinoz. Chance to breathe now here for Mendiola, but it won't be for long. Medyo nakakaroon na ng momentum dito ang Cebu. Beginning to find their rhythm here. Uzoka. We're going to skip past Cristal, who ushered him out.
Yeah, Uzoka was looking for the contact there and looking for a foul, but he should have just kept playing as he got past his man. Ref says play on.
One thing is for sure, this Mendiola side is very physical. When you look at their team sheet right now, there are 7 players already on a yellow.
Wow.
So, physicality is certainly not going to be an issue here in this game. Corsame, always dangerous when he's got room to run. Uzoka. Strong challenge. Altinoz dispossessed. De La Torre shielding the ball well. Draws the contact and the whistle. Uzoka instrumental in that win over Stallion for Cebu.
That's a clean tackle there. Nice tackle. But this here, Uzoka's definitely got some obstruction of play there.
And perhaps hindi natin napag-usapan masyado si Ren Okuda. Isa sa mga bagong dagdag din dito sa lineup ng Cebu. A young defender from Japan. We talked about the Turkish influence a lot in this side, but perhaps we overlooked the influence that Ren Okuda has had on this team. A real steadying force, good enough to keep Wako Cañas out of this lineup.
Yeah, he was impressive last match. He's solid, good decision making, left-footed player, you know, strong, can distribute the ball very well, and he seems to be communicating and making a good partnership here with Oscan.
Yep. A good recovery there from the left back, as it looked as if Tonaldo was racing away. more look at that.
Yeah, he just wanted to get past his player with his first touch and forcing the defender to slide tackle and force the play out of bounds.
All the way back to Aso. Mendiola looking to build up from the back. Unable to make the connection to their target man. Wade.
That's good stuff in midfield.
Gets
Unable to control that.
just beyond Altice. Touch straight back to the opposition from Gadia. Hajimadi looking for the whistle. Nothing given. Ngong Sam eventually pulled back. And Genko called for the infraction. Aljo Zabala having a look at this. Trying to catch Ace Villanueva off his line. Rather ambitious attempt.
He's looking for that FIFA goal, Jing. Looking for that FIFA goal.
Subok lang. Ace Villanueva alert to the danger the entire time. About a third of this opening period. Done and dusted. Play just flying by here in Carmona. Nice bit of pressure there from Flores. But Dabao's got room. Well cut out. Altice na puwersang pabalik. Apia.
That's a nice ball.
Again, nice recovery mula kay Saldivar. Getting there just in time with a slide tackle. Cristal not taking any chances. Launches it forward.
Both teams not taking any chances defensively here, Jing.
Altinos had his pocket picked. Zabala. Rather, that was De La Torre. Medyo dikit tayo dito in terms of possession. It's been that kind of game. Back and forth. Mendiola shading it just a tiny amount.
Yeah, that's fair stat there, Jing. It's even, I would definitely say. Both teams looking to still find their rhythm and maximize this possession. We got a 1v1 situation here.
Apia takes the snapshot from the edge of the area.
Yeah, he does well to get a shot off. In a 1v1 situation, you'd love to see a player take someone on and unable to hit the frame, but it's a good idea. Let's see if Mendiola can build off of that play.
Saldivar. Uzoka.
That's a careless giveaway as he just passes it out of bounds. Unable to connect with his defender there, Okuda.
Rather interesting as well because Chimo Uzoka is being asked to play a different role today. Was playing as more of a target man in that opening fixture against Stallion, where he did really well, Nate. It seems he's needing a bit of time to adjust to this new position on the pitch.
Yeah, they're asking a different role from him, so it's requiring him some different attributes. He's no longer that target player as we saw in the first match here. As we see, he's on the ball more. He's going to have to be a bit more smarter with his decision making and a bit more clever out of getting out of trouble, finding his teammates, getting other players involved. As you see him getting forward now, Jing.
Great link up there with Altinos. Now
Take
it
him
falls to Corsame. What a challenge there.
Yes. Kasami with the relentless pressure. Great pass.
Genko takes a shot. Asong. Not straightforward there, but no pressure to make him pay. And Gong Sam with some skill there, the nutmeg, but does not win the whistle.
Shout out to William Valtos tuning in all the way from America.
Switch of play from Cebu. Looking for Sinkir. What a touch! Rather, this is Altino's left-footed effort. He's looking for the handball. Nothing given. Asong with a save.
Yeah, he does well there to get his shot onto his weaker left foot. I didn't see the handball, but we'll have to take a look at the replay as we see him square up. Great first touch. Oh, he should have shot it already, Jing. Now he brings his man across. Seems a bit too much to call for a handball there, but nonetheless, it's a good play from the striker.
Sa lilig, naibigay dito kay Hamed Hajimari. Rather careless with possession, Mendiola. Giving Cebu here an opportunity to build. Saldivar. Asking a bit too much of Sinkir up top.
Yeah, both teams, Jane, kind of searching for that killer pass already. I'd like to see them get a little bit more patient. You know, when that pass is on, you go ahead and play it, but it can't be the first and only route and the first and only option. Otherwise, you're just giving up possession every time. But in that being said, Jing, the players need options on the ball. We're seeing a lack of options. And this is why they're resulting to these direct passes, because there aren't players close enough to them. There aren't players showing up that want the ball. So they're kind of left with that only option to just kind of play a bit direct, try and get in behind, and hope for their attacker to run onto it.
Altiche was looking for the return. It is going to remain Mendiola ball. Short to Junior. Altiche looking to deliver a good ball into the box. It's going to be a dangerous one for Villanueva.
Forcing a save there, Jing. Villanueva taking no chances, knocking it over the bar.
Might have been a cross from Altiche, but it was goal bound.
Sam goes down there looking for a foul, but the ref says play on. It's a dangerous ball in. Villanueva is forced to tap it over the crossbar there. Looks like we got a corner kick for Mendiola here.
Looks like Junior is in need of a bit of treatment there.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there, but good call by the ref to play on. And now they got a corner kick for Mendiola as Sam is appealing his case here. Fair play to both players. Let's see what Mendiola can do with this corner kick.
It's been a busy first half so far for this Mendiola's defense. Salilig amongst them. And now this corner kick.
Got an in-swinger here, Jing. Dangerous cross if he gets it over the first post.
High. Is Villanueva able to catch? As Zabala deals with it. Altinos. Room to work with.
I like he's got his head up. Looking for that pass.
Sinkir taking it first time. Just didn't get a lot of contact on it.
Offsides. That's a difficult technique there, Jing. As the ball is in the air to hit it first time. Credit to him for going for it, but he was also offsides. As we can see his run, he's just a bit ahead of his player. Oof. It's a difficult technique to hit that ball first time there, Jing.
Coming over your shoulder on the half bounce.
Exactly. Not an easy thing to do. Might have been better off taking a touch, but again, he's offside anyways. He's got to watch his line, but nonetheless, good dangerous ball and threat from dynamic Herb Cebu.
Past the halfway point. Level pegging between the two. I'd like to say Eid Mubarak to our Muslim brothers and sisters celebrating Eid al-Fitr today. It's sundown already. Hope you guys are having a fantastic celebration and enjoying a bit of football while you're at it. Korsame, left-footed, draws a save from Asong, who wanted to make sure. A difficult one to control for Sam. Looked like it ended up on his neck there.
Korsame, as we see, takes a good first touch. His head is up. He's looking to whip at the cross, but nobody's really there for him, or he doesn't see anything that he likes. So he opts to just strike it to the near post, forcing a pretty savable shot there for Asong.
Saldivar with a cross. It's met well. Off target, and Asong keeps it safely in his hands. Starting to get busy now, Michael Asong.
Oh, that's a great turn from Sam. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Tonaldo. Still going, Jing.
Just overran the ball there as Okuda calmly plays it out. Straight to the other side here. Korsame looking for the run. Genko unable to control. Cristal. Jim Ashley Flores trying to get that ball to run in behind. Sam ran into some trouble. Hajimadi. Saldivar there, just making sure it's an easier ball to deal with for Ace Villanueva. I was kind of trying to get involved in the game. Hasn't had much to do yet. As we take a look at the shot discrepancy. 6 for Cebu, only 2 for Mendiola so far. Gives you a glimpse of how this game has transpired so far. Possession medyo dikit, pero ang Cebu more and more as this half wears on, getting the better chances. Out wide. Altinoz, can he keep it in? Dabao. It's good pressure from Jim Ashley Flores coming all the way back down to help defend.
Yeah, Jing. Credit to dynamic Herb Cebu is they're doing a really good job when they get to the attacking third with their decision making and passing, which is why the shot stats are favoring for them. They're being a bit more patient with their passing and waiting till they got numbers around the ball to create some spaces and movements. And they haven't had a clear goal scoring opportunity, but you can sense that they're getting their rhythm and some chances looking to arrive here shortly.
Dabao hooks it over to Gadia. Oof.
Got the ball there, Jing. That's the man and the ball. Oh, look at the pass.
Donaldo away
with
from
the first touch.
Okuda.
He would have been in goal there, Jing.
That's right. Korsame outside of the boot. Asong out to collect. Good anticipation from the keeper.
Let's take a look at that replay as we see. Boom.
Oof.
Got the ball and the player just ran right through him. That's going to leave a mark for sure.
No lack of commitment whatsoever from Aaron Altiche. Poor from Saldivar. He acknowledged it right away. He knew he underhit it.
Yeah, a little bit of lack of communication there. Got caught between taking a first touch and giving the pass right back. It's important to communicate not only verbally, Jing, but also with your hand, with your body. And communication is so vital, especially in the game here.
Salilig.
Nice.
Haji Madi yet to really make his mark on this match. Normally such a tricky player to mark.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Jing. We haven't really seen much of Hamed yet, but it's still early. He seems to be in a bit more of a higher role now as opposed to a bit deeper role, which is for me is where I'd rather see him, where he's getting more involved in the attack, getting the ball in dangerous areas where he can really use those tricks and use those skills to goal scoring opportunities or goal scoring chances. As we see Dynamic Herb on a counter here.
And a yellow card for Mendiola, which they are no strangers to. Definitely
a late challenge there. Deserving yellow. As we see, gets past his player.
He's been a busy figure in this match. Altinoz, who certainly has made his presence felt here, whether on the wing or now centrally in this midfield.
Yeah, he's wearing the number 10 jersey, so you got to expect him to have some type of quality and some type of skill. As he's showing, he can be a bit versatile with his position and a bit dangerous when he's on the ball there, Jing. So we'll look to see more of that from him as the game continues.
So confirmation, si Franco De La Torre ang nabigyan ng dilaw. Altinoz tried to play it quickly, but Clifford Daipuyat was yet to fill out the full name on his book. So now they will have a retake here right at the half-hour mark. Seven players inside the box here for Cebu. High delivery. Sinkir looking to head it on. Hamed Hajimari pokes it forward. Finds Sam.
Oh, that's good hold-up play from Sam.
Altiche looking for the nutmeg. This time Genko winning that battle. Able to control that as well. Well done there from Genko.
Oof. Time and space now for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Diagonal ball.
Oh, that's a great
Perfectly
ball.
weighted.
Yeah.
Genko. Well watched.
First post, James. Somebody's got to get to that first post.
Second opportunity here for Genko. Can he put in a good ball? This time to the second post. It's headed into the hands of Asong, who watched it all the way. It seems Genko and Altinoz have switched places, and it's bearing fruit already here. Strong challenge from Cristal, and Genko's feeling it. Counter now for Mendiola.
Oh, this is a nice counter. Oh.
This is where they thrive, Mendiola, in the transition, but just beyond Junior. This was the ball from Genko, a dangerous one. Well met by Sinkir, but just couldn't get enough power on it. He was from quite some distance.
A little bit of frustration here from Mendiola, Jing.
I'm not sure what Zabala was particularly upset about, but perhaps just a reflection of their mindset at the moment. They're finding it more and more difficult to get out of their half.
Yeah, that's true, Jing.
Simple para kay Asong. Opts for the simple pass. Another cheeky there from the goalkeeper. Altinos again with his head up, threatening the diagonal ball. Keeping it short and tidy now here is Cebu. Corsame.
Oh, nice turn. That's well done then from Corsame.
They're racking up the shots here, Nate.
Yeah, they are. But still not able to get one in the net yet. Another wave attack here from Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Headed down by Wade. Uzoka skips over the challenge and he's taken out there.
Ref says play on though.
And that's into the hands of Asong. Looked as if it was Salilig who caught Uzoka.
We got a player down here, Jing.
Altiche seems to be injured here for Mendiola. Not sure what it is here for the veteran Aaron Altiche. Pero walang contact dun sa previous play, so it could be.
Yeah, it might be from that previous play there, Jing, the one you were talking about. Looks like he's got some ice and treatment there to his hamstring. From the looks of it, Jing, he already has a bandage there, so he might already be nursing a hamstring injury. Who knows? Let's hope he can continue the half at least and not force any early changes for Mendiola.
Always a good sign when the player can walk over to the sideline on his own. No assistance needed. Maybe looking at the clock right now, Aaron Altiche, and he's thinking to himself, 10 minuto na lang, siguro kaya pa to. He's gonna soldier on here, Aaron Altiche. Both sides taking the opportunity for a cooling break. And one of the busiest men on the pitch so far from Mendiola is that man, Michael Asong. Great to see Ron Monty, who is watching from Cebu, Cordova Bridge. On the road, it seems. That's awesome.
That's
Danro
cool.
De Los Santos and Rafael Gepitulan.
Nice.
Ang dami mga manonood ngayon at yung mga taga-suporta mula sa Visayas and in Cebu in particular. Ito, nakikita natin, no? On target, 7 shots for Cebu. Granted, a lot of them have been direct at Michael Asong. But still, it shows that the pressure is building here for Dynamic Herb.
Yeah, that's correct, Jing. None of the shots seem to bother Michael Asong much, but you know, as each shot continues and as the pressure builds, it's telling of what's unfolding in front of us here. Dynamic Herb get more and more comfortable in their attack.
Poked away as it was on its path to Uzoka. Gaja winning the whistle here. De La Torre called for the foul. He's got to be careful, De La Torre, already with a yellow. One more look at it. Foot was high from De La Torre, and he took a shot for his troubles as well. Dangerous.
We got a pretty decent free kick in a dangerous area. We have
Mert Altinos over the ball.
Yeah. So we look at the in-swing, this cross. They have dangerous players inside the box here, Jing, with a pretty good height advantage.
Floats it in. Asong up to collect.
Yeah, that's just an easy ball for Asong all day long. He just kind of floats it in there. Got to put some pressure, some weight, and some pace on that ball. Make it a bit more dangerous for the goalkeeper and any defender to really read that.
Altiche back on the pitch. Over to Wade. Well done there by Apia. Salidik doing well. Cristal cutting out the switch of play. So Mendiola doing well to hold their own here, but they just can't venture forward at the moment.
As we take a look at this free kick, Altinos, he just kind of lofts it in there. Very easy for the goalkeeper to go up there and grab that. Not the best quality serve there. But yeah, as you said, Mendiola is kind of struggling to get past midfield and create any type of rhythm. But they're holding their own. It's still 0-0. Important fact. Haven't given up any goal yet.
Uzoka doing well to dispossess De La Torre. Altinoz takes the shot himself. Nowhere near on target.
Yeah, he had an option there to his left. He's putting his hands up as he knows he could have and should have done a little bit better with that. But, you know, you're at the top of the box. You see the goal. Got to do a little better with that. But his idea was right. Just unable to hit the frame or the target there.
Looking for Sam. Okuda doing well there, but it's going to be a corner kick for Mendiola.
Yeah, these are another corner kick for Mendiola here, Jing. It's important that they make the most of this. They haven't, as we saw, they haven't had any shots on target, but a corner kick like this is another goal-scoring opportunity for them to take advantage. And, you know, who knows, it could lead to a goal, and next thing you know, it's 1-0. So let's hope for a nice quality service from Hamed. And hopefully someone from Mendiola can get a head onto it.
Plenty of bodies inside the box. It's a deep delivery from Hajimari. Made the connection that he was looking for, but that attempt off target from Wade.
Yeah, Hamed looks at the back post. He finds the player that he's looking for. And Wade just unable to redirect that header down and get on top of it, forcing any kind of save from Ace. But some life from Mendiola as they take the most of that corner. Let's see what else they have. There's only 5 minutes left in the half here, Jing.
Mukhang magkakaroon ng substitution pa dito. Mendiola may hinahanda.
Sam with a great turn and a great pass there.
Apia with an opportunity. He squares it.
And ball!
And it is.
Just like that, Jing. Just like that.
This game has turned on its head. A rare venture forward.
You gotta credit Sam, Jing. If we can get the replay back to Sam, he had a great control. Look at he makes a great pass and very, very unselfish. He's got his head up, trying to find his player, but as you see, he goes to ground. It's a bit unnecessary for me, but he opts to go to ground in slide tackle, and it just gets caught on his hand as he's standing up. And it's a clear call for the ref. We have a penalty for Mendiola, who's been not able to get a shot on goal here, Jing. And
we expected Suba to get some minutes today. He's probably coming on a little bit earlier than expected as he comes on for the injured Aaron Altiche. And Hamed Hajimari have an opportunity here to put Mendiola in front.
As we see the kids running in front of us, trying to get a good spot, a good view of this penalty by Hamed. Let's see what he can do. Veteran of the league.
Can Hamed put Mendiola in front? Hajimari into the back of the net, and Mendiola are in front.
Look how much it means to them, Jing. Just look how much it means to them. Does everything right with this penalty, Jing. He waits for the whistle, takes his time, doesn't rush at all. That's what I always do, or what I used to do, and advise people, go on your time for the penalty. Don't go on the whistle. You take the penalty when you want to take the penalty. He absolutely took his time, had a little stutter step, put it right into the roof, as we see. See a little stutter, inside foot technique, so it's all placement. Nothing Ace can do. He stuns him. And it's now 1-0 for Mendiola, 1991.
Ace Villanueva rooted to the spot, and Hamed Hajimadi, after being largely uninvolved in this opening period, with the most important contribution yet.
Nothing like a goal to liven up this game here and give it some life. Cebu's gonna have to react to this now, Jing.
And now Dynamic Herb, it's their turn to be a little bit frustrated now, as Suba is now causing some issues on this left flank.
Right before the halftime, Jing.
Villanueva spills it. Sam keeps it alive. Villanueva touches it. Chance here. Hajimari blazes it over.
Falls to his knees. He knows he should have put that one on frame. He just hit the penalty. Unlucky there. Sam done extremely well to keep it alive. Doing anything he can. Forcing a punch save from Villanueva. And Hamed even could have taken a touch there, but he knows he should have done better. And it's just unfortunate. Just imagine, Jing, if he hits a goal, 2 goals right before half. Wow.
That would have been a brutal 1-2 punch from Mendiola. And Cebu would have been on the ropes heading into halftime.
So I like this. I love the way this played out here, Jing. Turn of events. The team that's dominating and with the most goals doesn't necessarily score. And now we got Mendiola on the attack again. Full of confidence as it seemed. And now we have an entertaining match ahead of us, Jing.
Altinoz trying to get Cebu right back here. Genko
That's a great find there.
kind of rushed across there, and in the end couldn't make a connection.
Just a lack of quality in the service, but there's a great pass originally to find him. And he had time and space. Just doesn't make the most of that cross. I'd like to see him whip it across, put a little spin into it so it's away from the keeper. He'll have to adjust that next time.
This first half coming to a thrilling close as we enter added time, and we're only going to have 2 minutes. Raymart de los Santos showing us just how much time we have left. Touch there from Ozkan. Okuda gets it forward. Mendiola now really turning it on here.
It's amazing what just one goal can do to your confidence, Jing. Not only individually, but collectively as a group. I mean, it's a very different side that started. Wow, very different side that started the first half here, Jing, and they're full of life right now.
Sam, a big part of that, Nate.
Extremely does well to, get away from his player and get a shot off. Doesn't hit the frame, but just shows that they're relentlessly attacking and relentlessly thinking about getting another goal already. As we see the director from the coach telling them to just calm down, be a bit more patient as the time is in their favor as they're leading. Nothing they want to do more than not give up a goal going into the half.
First goal conceded here by Dynamic Herb Cebu in this competition, and
wow.
only the second goal scored by Mendiola, and this is their 6th match.
Oh, wow. That's a nice little stat there, Jing.
Oscan, odds-on favorite to win that aerial battle against Jim Ashley Flores. De La Torre under pressure, does well to get it out to Salilig. But Saldivar winning that battle. Hamed Hajimari winning that duel. Tonaldo going to ground a little too easy for Daipuyat's liking. Uzoka well cut out by Zabala. And there is the halftime whistle. Cebu in charge and in control for the majority of that period, but Mendiola able to get their noses in front through a penalty via Hamed Hajimadi, and that's how it has ended here after 45 minutes. Dynamic Herb Cebu 0, Mendiola FC 9091 1. Amazing turn of events in this opening period, and we've got some highlights, statistics, and second half action to look forward to. Don't go anywhere.
An opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it 3-0.
Welcome back to your Copa Paulino Alcantara broadcast here over the Philippines Football League platforms. You can see the Mendiola crowd enjoying themselves here in Carmona, Cavite, and you can see why. They are ahead by a solitary goal over Dynamic Herb Cebu. They were made to work really hard in that half, Nate, but they found a way to get their noses in front. But for a lot of the times, it was backs against the wall for them.
Yeah, that's right, Jing. As we saw the stats and as we see the highlights, the Dynamic Herb Cebu had the majority of play, had the majority of chances, and it just took one moment for that to change.
In fact, at one point, Dynamic Herb had a lead of 7-0 in terms of shots on target. But here is the moment that turned it all around. Apia with that cross into the middle. It was handled by John Rent Saldivar, and that led to the penalty, which was duly converted by the veteran Hamed Hajimari. A little bit of trickery and into the top right corner. And that's the difference right now between the two sides.
Difference maker right there, Jing. It's a big moment. Gives them the lead, gives them some hope, gives them some confidence as they go into halftime. They can adjust now. And we got to expect, for them to build off of that goal and that ending of the first half. Because 1-0 is not going to be enough to win this match, I believe. And we got to expect Dynamic Herb Cebu to come out blazing to get back on the score sheet here.
45-55 in possession. Mendiola just shading it. But when you look at the shots and the shots on target, Cebu certainly in the lead in those departments. But at the end of the day, it's the score that is the most important. And right now, it is Dynamic Herb who are doing the catching up. Early substitution here at the half as Borlongan checks in for Lorenzo Genko. So looking for a bit of a change over on the wing. JB Borlongan will get his opportunity to impress.
Got a nice comment here from Sebastian Luciano. He says, possession without precision doesn't work. Tara Cebu. Couldn't have said it better.
Cebu certainly had their moments in that opening period. They showed a lot of potential.
So now, Dynamic Herb Cebu has to get back into the game. Let's see how they're going to react to this pressure. Can they uplift themselves and get back into the match or not?
And Mendiola will be extremely wary of having just a solitary goal as an advantage. They had a lead against Maharlika. And they also had a personnel advantage in that game, but Maharlika clawed their way back to victory and to cause heartbreak to Mendiola in that match. So they'll be extremely wary of a potential repeat here against Cebu.
Yeah, if Mendiola want to come away with 3 points tonight, they cannot take their foot off of the gas here. They have to defend wholeheartedly as a group and preserve this lead at least. Because, as I said, 1-0 is probably not going to be enough to win this match, but we'll see. But my point is, they cannot stop playing football. There's a whole half in front of them. They still got to create opportunities. They still have to press and get forward like we have here.
Apia, head up,
Ambitious.
goes for goal, and Ace Villanueva able to touch it over the crossbar.
Very ambitious, but he proves me wrong, forcing Villanueva to make a save, a very tough save for Villanueva. And now we have another corner kick. Mendiola just starting the half as they should be, putting Dynamic Herb Cebu on the back foot. And you can see they're grown with confidence. They've adjusted at halftime, and let's see what's unfolds in front of us. But we got to get a replay of that shot. That was a great moment there.
Hajimari!
Oof.
Flashes across goal.
Another opportunity for Mendiola.
Back-to-back chances for Los Hijos. Mendiola coming out firing in this second period. Shot from distance.
Solid save from Michael Asong. Collects it, doesn't spill it, taking his time. He will want to have a clean sheet for the rest of the night for sure.
Playing with fire a little bit here.
Yeah, a little bit dangerous for me, but nonetheless, they get out of it.
Oh, it's kind of only able to find Salilig. Corsame, clever. Using his pace to get away from Salilig, and it's a clean challenge, says the referee.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheers there for a foul, but it looked clean to me. Got down on the ground, got the ball. I don't see any reason to call foul there. Oh, almost the same thing there, Jing.
Cebu up in arms on the sideline. Looped in, Sinkir taking a shot.
Oh man,
Clash of heads.
Yeah, both players down right now.
And it's,
Oh,
you can
there's
see the blood flowing immediately here on the head of Ozcan, or rather Sinkir. And he clashed with Wade. And
Yeah,
it's
that looks painful.
pretty bad.
Hope both players are okay, but yeah, that looks painful as we see the blood gushing down his forehead right now.
PT's going to turn into a cut man real quick here. He's got to stop the bleeding. It's a difficult position because Wade could not really see Sinkir's position, and he was 100% committed to getting to the ball.
Yeah, it looked like the back of the head for the Mendiola player and the forehead for the Dynamic Herb Cebu player.
To be fair, both players are really just going for the ball. No malicious intent whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 tackle there, and hopefully there's no serious head injury. As we see now in FIFA, they're taking these kind of precautions very, very seriously, as they should. You know, head injuries are very serious for footballers, as it happens so often now. And
Good to see here that Sinkir is all right, up on his feet and walking. It could be more of, it looks worse than it is, but look at that.
it looked like Wade got to it first and kind of flicked it behind him. And as he did that, he collides head there with Sinclair. You can see the players immediately calling for medical.
The impact was intense there. Good to see that both players are all right. Likely going to need some treatment. They need to make sure that there is no blood on the kits. And perhaps Cebu a little bit lucky that their kits are red. Might be able to get away with it more than Mendiola, who are in white. One more look at it there. Oof.
Yeah, that looks rough.
The top of the head looked like from Sinkir is where the blood's coming from. They're going to bandage him up, and he'll be expected out into the pitch very soon. Play back underway. There's a drop ball for Asong. Mendiola can build here. Wade about to come on now for Mendiola. Salilig under pressure. Passes it directly to Corsame, who's hounding him now. And clever enough. Rather, that is Zabala, who allows it to go out for a goal kick. Ten against 11 for the time being, as Sinkir requires more treatment on the sideline. Oof, you can hear the contact there.
Oh man.
Extremely solid. It looked like it was Sam
Another head collision here, Jing.
looking to shield the ball, and right behind him was the ever committed John Ren Saldivar. It's like an American football type of collision there. Zabala launches it forward, and as you can see here, boom. Two players get connected. May paiwan pa si Sam. As he was on his way down, a second collision with Saldivar, and he's crumpled onto the floor here. Oof. The foul is going to be on Saldivar, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think that was a head-to-head collision, but Saldivar is on the ground. He's grabbing his head. Let's hope he's all right and able to finish the match.
It looks like more of a case, or he got the wind knocked out of him. Again, two solid collisions, but both sets of players seem to be okay and ready to continue. So for the time being, Cebu now down to 9.
9. Wow. Mendiola should be aware and take full advantage here, as they do.
Junior with an opportunity.
Yeah, if you're 2 players up, you gotta attack and maximize these moments right now, as dynamic Herb Cebu is still unable to get a player onto the pitch.
Altinoz. Corsame. Even with the personnel disadvantage here, Cebu finding themselves in attacking positions. Looking to switch that over to Berlongan. And now Sinkier getting set to come on. He's heavily bandaged, but is okay to continue. There he is on your screen now.
Does this make 10 players here, Jing?
Yep. Still waiting for Saldivar. Will he be able to continue or not? That is the question. And there he is. So back to full strength. Our dynamic Herb Cebu, just as this corner is about to be taken. And that's a strong catch. Mula kay Michael Asong, had Uzoka right behind him.
Yeah, solid hands there from Michael Asong, and great distribution.
Okuda. Clever touch by Sinkir. Center back has stayed forward here for Cebu. Gadya taking over. Was just trying to get that into a dangerous area, but it's easy for Michael Asong. Uzoka. The substitute. Borlongan gets it right back to Uzoka. Still looking for their connections up front. Looking for that entry pass. Looking for Sinkir. Asong well positioned. Nice pass around the corner from Junior. He gets it to Apia. And that's a crucial intervention from Ozcan. If he does not make contact there, Nazim Ozcan, Apia is straight through on goal. Altinoz runs into a bit of trouble. And Daipuya pulls it back for an initial clip on the midfielder's ankles. Zoka able to shield it from 2. Dabao linking up with Borlongan. Cebu looking to play quickly here. Cross to Sinkir. Babagsak para kay Corsame. He's all alone here. Chance for Cebu to take advantage. There's a man down for Mendiola. Down with the cramps. Mendiola saying they need to play the ball out, but Cebu can play on here. Corsame gets it to Saldivar. Sinkir! There it is! The equalizer for Cebu!
Wow, what a moment here for Dynamic Herb Cebu as they capitalize with a man down. Look how much it means to the club. Big moment here, Jing. And for me, I credit to Dynamic Herb Cebu on not playing fair play and just continuing the play until it goes out of bounds. As we see the celebration, respect.
Arda Sinkir with a head that forced him out earlier that was bleeding. He's used that same head to put his side back level here.
That's a great cross here, Jing. In between the defenders, and he just picks out his player. He does everything right with that header, putting it into the corner. Look at the flick from behind from Kasame.
And who supplies the cross, Nate?
Who's that?
Saldivar, the man who gave away the penalty.
Love that. Love that. A little bit of redemption for him. And it's a big moment for the club. I wonder how his head feels, though.
Game on here in Carmona, Cavite. At may parating pa na corner kick para dito sa Dynamic Herb Cebu. Clifford Daipuyat saying he needs to go back and receive more treatment as the blood is starting to
show there and seep through the bandage.
Lakas daw nung header eh.
Yeah. I hope his head's all right now. Obviously,
I'm sure.
Gonna feel that one for sure. But that adrenaline is rushing. He got that goal, a much needed goal to level them. And yeah, that's a well-timed header. Credit to him.
Corner kick. Sinkir would have been a powerful weapon for this one, but still not out of danger here. Mendiola, what a chance there from Corsame.
What a save.
Outside of the boot attempt in a tight area there from Roberto Corsame, but Asong with the reflexes of a cat.
Little ping pong action here as it falls to Kasame. Yeah, outside of the boot with the right foot. Oof. Forcing a very difficult save from Michael Asong. And now we have another corner kick for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
What a shot. What a save.
Yeah, they've definitely stepped up here and showed their character as they coming down from 1-0 to level the match. And I think we're far from over here, Jing.
Deep corner kick. Headed down by Ozoka. And that's over.
So we see Dynamic Herb Cebu respond extremely well to going down 1-0, and now they're looking to get a lead as they've already tied the match. And here we see Ozoka go up, elevates well, does what he needs to do to stay on top of the header. Just unfortunate to get the bounce as it goes over the goal. But another opportunity for them as we see the shot stats. 16 shots for Dynamic Herb Cebu and 10 for Mendiola 1991. 26
shots total in this game. Incredible contest.
We still got 30 minutes here, Jing.
Folks tuned in, so glad you could join us over the PFL channels online. Jing Hamlang and Nate Berkey calling you this action between Cebu and Mendiola. It's a cracking game that we got here. The second of our Monday doubleheader. We saw plenty of drama in today's opening match, and today we're seeing another one play out here. Corsame.
Good feet from Corsame.
Gaja able to turn the corner on De La Torre. Wants to play quickly, but the ball did not stop rolling. So Daipuyat is going to ask for that to be retaken. Over 1,000 people tuned in right now over Facebook and YouTube. Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are.
Yeah, much love to all the Filipino football fans, the loyal long-term fans and the new fans. We appreciate you guys tuning in for this doubleheader match that we have.
It's great to be able to have so many fans from all over the world, and a chance here for Mendiola. Flores.
Oof, what happened there?
Unable to get it to a teammate after Villanueva put his side in a spot of bother.
Yeah, he's mind-boggled there on what went wrong, but look at the deception of the pass there. Finds Flores. Villanueva out in no man's land, skips past him, He loses his balance and grounding as he was trying to pick out the striker who was easily in for a tap-in. Unfortunate to not find his mark, but man, end-to-end action stuff here. The tempo's picking up, the intensity's picking up here, Jing. And I think we got more goals in store for us. We have a shout out to Chino Sator. Any game featuring Mendiola this season has been an absolute classic, and he's got no doubt about it.
Uzoka coming close there. Left-footed effort just wide. It really is end-to-end stuff now.
I said it last week here, Jing. The team that scores this next goal is going to win this match. The momentum is just crazy right now. So look at the skill from Uzoka. Does well to skip past his man and does extremely well to get his shot off on his weaker left foot, but unable to line his feet up and hit the target. But some dangerous stuff from Uzoka there.
You see how quickly Cebu can turn defense to attack. Nice little challenge there between Gadia and Hajimadi. Altinoz spreading the play, looking for the Corsame, and that one just crosses the line.
Nice control there from Okuda.
Hajimadi now looking for Sam or Apia, and Saldivar goes safety first.
Yeah, both teams got to be extra cautious now, Jing. It's an even game now. Goals are wiped out, 0-0 basically. So they got to be smart not to give up any more goals. But at the same time, you sense that both of these teams want those 3 points, want that victory, want that next goal.
Suba looking to test from distance. Had the door shut on him. Not sure if you guys can hear that at home, but you could hear one of the players on the pitch saying, "We don't know about tomorrow. We got to play our hearts out now."
Let's just play on here from Sam.
Able to keep his footing. Chance there. Blocked. Attempt from De La Torre. And now Uzoka ushering that ball out for a goal kick.
Sam goes down. They thought it was a foul, but he played on. And Sam does extremely well to stay with the play. Loses his footing there, but does everything to get that ball across the box. And it's a dire save for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Little unorthodox with his technique, Sam, but he's effective.
Anything to get that ball into a dangerous area at that moment, Jing, you could see.
Zabala.
So now that the game is kind of... What is this? So now that the game is kind of evened up and it's kind of intense, players on both sides are kind of not taking any chances. I'd like to see one of them kind of compose themselves and take advantage of these moments. As you can see, it's happening more and more. Moments are happening. It's all about now is being composed, being patient, and taking the most of these opportunities, because they're just happening left and right now, Jing.
Offside, and a chance to breathe for everyone here in Carmona. It's all been happening at a frantic pace here.
Yeah, we got both coaches on both sides on the end line here, screaming instructions as they know how vital and critical this moment in the match is.
Work like there's no tomorrow. That's what we're hearing from the Mendiola bench. It's the kind of thing that you need to hear from the sideline as to get you over the mark here. Nasong plays short. Oof.
Dangerously there.
A lot of trust in Zabala's capability.
Yeah, they got to open up quicker, open their body shape, face the field, because you're playing out the back. You don't want to be facing the goal when you're receiving that pass. So
Saldivar nahuli dun ni Suba. De La Torre.
Ole!
Apia, it's well behind Flores. Apia. Looking to switch the play.
That's great vision there, Jing. That's great vision.
And it's Suba, the intended target, but Roberto Corsame was there.
Yeah, Suba's got to judge that ball better, as he should have been first to it, but it was a great vision to open up that play from, was it Sam?
Mendiola upset. They thought it was last touch on the opposition. And now it's about that time where players off the bench can influence the match, and Cebu are preparing a change of personnel. Played quickly. Sam running out of room. And now an opportunity to make some changes. Steven Patalinghug from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, coming on now to play the final 20 minutes. On for Roberto Corsame Jr., who was just cramping up. So a chance for a Cebu native to perhaps influence this match into all 3 points for Dynamic Herb.
Yeah, you got to love that, Jing. As a homegrown player, this is a great opportunity for him. As I said, it's an even match coming in for your home team, looking to make an impact, as we always do for all the subs at any point in the match. And we'll look to see what he can do.
He's giving chase here. Crossfield pass from Sinkir, and really just to relieve pressure from his backline more than anything. Asong plays it casually over to Zabala. There certainly is no lack of confidence from Mendiola to attempt to play out from the back, but they are finding it difficult to get out.
Yeah, that's a good press from Dynamic Herb Cebu as they force a corner, as Mendiola's just a bit lackadaisical playing out of the back there. And now they have to deal with this corner kick with 20 minutes left in the match.
Borlongan. Can he put in a good delivery here? Over to the front post. Chance here for Cebu. Plenty of room for Patalinghug. Uzoka! Desperate defending from Mendiola, and it works. Mendiola just able to prevent Uzoka from pulling that trigger cleanly. And now it's their turn. Suba. Lovely stuff here from Mendiola. They're finding the rhythm, but it's given away to Saldivar. Altinoz clipped from behind. Sinkir trying to get it back to Uzoka. Crucial intervention. Both sets of players needing to dig deep now. Salili. Junior proving a vital weapon here for Mendiola. Again, able to keep possession. Hajimari unable to get it back. Wade.
Oh, look at this.
Hopeful ball for Flores, and he's offside.
He's in there, Jing. Look.
Borlongan
Ref says play on.
is alive here. Borlongan, can he pick out a teammate? Chance here, Sinkir! Cebu take the lead!
Wow. I love the dummy. I love the dummy from the substitute, by the way, Jing. Sinclair has his brace. Picks out the corner. What a moment for Dynamic Herb Cebu as they come back from behind. 2 goals to lead Cebu.
A second goal for Arda Sinkir. Could this be the one that gives them all 3 points? Let's take a look at the goal here. Borlongan.
Look at the dummy.
Step over from Pataling Hog. Leaves Sinkir all alone and he buries it. What a game!
Big moment, big moment, Jing. As we see the character of this Dynamic Herb Cebu more and more every match, they're growing and maturing with every single play, every single moment. And this pressure that they've pressed on Mendiola has been paying off, as you know, they're getting opportunities left and right.
Junior bundling his way forward, trying to keep it alive inside Cebu's box. Gadia able to sort it out.
What a moment we have here. Mendiola was leading 1-0, and they've let go of that lead as Dynamic Herb Cebu have crawled back into the match with 2 quality goals from Sinclair. And wow, 15 minutes left in the match here, Jing. Excuse me, that's Sinclair. Apologies. Nothing worse than scoring goals and commentator getting your name wrong. Apologies for that. Sinclair.
I'm sure he won't mind.
With the brace. Quality finishes from him.
And not too long ago, Mendiola were knocking on the door, Nate. They were looking for the go-ahead goal and got close themselves, and now they find themselves chasing. It's a brutal case of deja vu. A similar thing happened to Maharlika, where they were ahead a goal and now find themselves behind 2-1. Sinclair.
Look at the hold-up play from Sinclair. Excellent job from him to keep the play alive, using his body.
And a substitute, Borlongan, skips past his defender.
Heavy touch gets away from him, but
it's one of those moments where he could have gone down there.
Could have. There was definitely a little bit of contact. I don't know if the ref would have called a penalty, but again, Sinclair has been on point, and that play all started from him keeping it alive, shielding the ball, skipping past his man, and feeding.
Less than 15 minutes remaining. Mendiola can't afford to get their heads down here. There's still a lot of time to find an equalizer. Imploring each other not to give up here, to keep pushing. Corner kick looming. Hamid Hajimadi. He's known to deliver good corner kicks. It is a decent one. Chance here from Mendiola. Gadia. Momentarily easing the pressure. Saldivar doing the same. Lots of room here as Mendiola pile men forward. All the way back to Asong. Loose pass. Direct to Gadia. Zoka taking contact there. Play on, says the referee. But another foul means a yellow card will be given. Looks like Aljo Zabala is going to be given a yellow card as two players are struggling here. Apia getting a yellow as well. You wonder if it's for something he said to Clifford rather than the contact he made with Altinos. And now some substitutions for Mendiola as they look for inspiration off the bench. Franco De La Torre giving way for Kenneth Payosalan. And it will be the end of the night as well for Aljo Zabala. He's making way for Louis Polinag.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time here, Jing, for Mendiola to get back into the match. Gonna need a lot from these substitutes though, as there's tired legs out there, as we see the late challenge that caused the yellow card.
Yeah, Uzoka was already down, but Apia clipping Altinos. You can see it was a painful one for the midfielder. There are the confirmations of those substitutions as Sinkir takes this one. Looks like he was going for goal, actually.
He was going for goal. He wants to get that hat trick there, Jing.
Forced wide. Sinkir puts it into the box. And hits the frame.
You got to expect him to cross there, but who knows what is going on in his head right now, as he does well to get this shot cross off. Gets his head up, sees someone there, sees something he likes, and he makes the most of that. Hits the corner of the crossbar there, Jing.
You see Asok's expression. He was rather surprised it was so close. Always a forceful character, Daniel Gadia. Hamed taking offense to that. It's given away cheaply there to Sinkir, and they're asking for a retake. Mehmet Kakil showing his frustration. Ayan, yung konting tulak mula kay Gadia. Known for his physicality, that's for sure, Daniel Gadia. Salilig. Under a lot of pressure there. And no whistle. As Pataling Hog looked like he was brought down.
Yeah, ref says play on.
Payosalan let off the hook.
That's a clumsy giveaway there as Mendiola lets the ball roll under his foot for a throw-in now for Dynamic Herb Cebu. They got to maximize these last moments here, Jing, if they want to get back into the match.
Less than 9 minutes left for Mendiola. Saldivar. Sinkir on the stretch. Polinag. Ahmed gets it forward. Junior touches it on to Suba, and it's getting extremely physical out there.
Yeah, Dynamic Herb showing that they don't want to give up an inch to this Mendiola side to get back into the match, as they realize how crucial these last 10 minutes are. Taking no chances, but they've given up a free kick in a fairly dangerous spot for Mendiola, as we see Hamed on the ball. Let's take a look at the replay. Sam. And then Hamed dribbles through, and it's kind of a late challenge. Goes to ground, and it's a foul right in front of the ref. Mendiola has to maximize this moment right now, as this is a good opportunity for them.
Hajimari, it's a good ball. Villanueva with a punch out.
Yeah.
Hamed switching the play. Dabo is there. Nice little flick on. Flores. Can manufacture some space, but that's easy for Villanueva. Let's take a look at that free kick one more time.
Yeah, Hamed puts it into a dangerous area, forcing Villanueva off his line and takes no chances, punches it away. But again, it just goes to show how dangerous these moments can be, whether it's a set. Oh, look at this.
Borlongan. Again, finding room in behind. He cuts inside his man. Borlongan, can he pick out a teammate? Was going to go for goal.
Yeah, he did well there to get past his man.
He's been finding a lot of room on that left flank.
Substitute coming in, making an impact. We're always talking about this, how crucial it is for the substitute to come on and lift the intensity and the level of play for your side. That's what they're looking for. You got players running out there for 90 minutes and you got a substitute coming on. They need to make an impact. As he shows, he's skipped past his man, forcing a defensive block from Mendiola. We got a few more subs here, Jing.
Here we have it. A pair coming on for Mendiola and one coming on for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Marco Cauyong and John Nebreja coming on here for Coach Charles Villarino. At ang unang papalitan dito ay si Stephen Apia, otherwise known as Tonaldo. He's being replaced by Carlos here. At ang isang lalabas na rin para dito sa Mendiola ay si Salilig. Martin Salilig giving way. And now, the hero for Dynamic Herb Cebu, Arda Sinkir, giving way to Kentaro Miyagi. Suba giving Cristal something to do here. There is the confirmation of those substitutions as Paulina gets it out wide to Cauyong. Five minutes for Mendiola to find a bit of inspiration to get back into this game. Looking to restore parity after going ahead early in the match. Altinoz causing havoc.
Nice composure there to turn his men. He had three players around him.
Wade has Miyagi lurking in behind. Borlongan, Uzoka. Lovely ball. Out wide. Patalinghog. Unable to keep that in play. Player down here for Cebu, and it is the man who delivered that ball. Mert Altinoz cramping up here for Dynamic Herb. A stretcher being pulled out for Mert. He's been a key figure here for Dynamic Herb Cebu all throughout this match.
Yeah, he's worked extremely well, extremely hard here tonight, Jing. As we see him coming off the field for maybe some cramps here. Testimony of how hard he's been running and working tonight.
Just 19 years of age, Nate.
Wow.
From Hatayspor, one of the teams from Turkey. And he's one of their promising youth players over there. And you can see at a professional level here in the Philippines, he's been able to dictate the tempo and create all kinds of opportunities here for Cebu. Very impressive.
Yeah, it's a different match for him from what we saw on Monday last week. He's matured a lot and he's getting a bit more comfortable as we see. And, he's very, very promising for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Wearing the 10 jersey, you got to expect him to have a big role. And he looks a lot more confident tonight. He looks a lot more just freer. And, we're seeing him perform at a much higher level tonight than we did last week. As we see him, I think he got a yellow card. But that's what we expect from players coming over here, growing from each match, growing from each game, and making an impact for his club here.
And perhaps a lack of experience here getting him booked. Mert Altinoz had entered the game without being asked to enter by Clifford Daipuyat.
I see.
After receiving treatment on the sideline.
I once got a yellow card for doing that exact same thing here, Jing. Coach Noel, if he's watching, he remembers it. It was a big moment for Pachanga, and it became my first yellow, which I ended up getting 2 yellows, and I missed the final versus Loyola.
Oof,
but
brutal.
All because I had to use the bathroom. I went off the field and didn't come back on the field with permission.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Mendiola, though, with an opportunity here, and what a tackle from Daniel Gadja.
Look at the grit. Look at the grit from Gadja.
Altinoz ushered his man off the ball, but it was illegally. Whistle was blown, and Mendiola getting things started very quickly. Suba cuts inside.
There's no movement for him, though. He's left to just dribble and turn the ball over.
Saldivar going to ground there.
Dire moments of the match here, Jing.
Desperation time for Mendiola. Getting it over to Cristal.
They got to get forward here, Jing.
We're entering added time now. Not much left here for Mendiola to work with. It's going to be 4 minutes added on. But it's Cebu on the attack now. Borlongan.
Borlongan does well to hold his balance there. Keep the play
Miyagi.
alive.
Straight to Asong. Former UP teammates from the UAAP linking up there.
Mendiola got to get forward. They got to get players forward here if they want to get a goal.
Junior
does well.
Navigated the space. Got the cross in, but it's behind the goal line. And
yeah, not the best quality of service there again, Jing. But let's take a look at this replay. Good opportunity at the top of the box. It hits the frame, but right at the goalkeeper. Michael Asong isn't bothered by that.
3 more minutes that Cebu have to survive here. If they do, that'll take them to 9 points.
And their second victory in a row, Jing.
Unbelievable. Well, the other one, well, technically it's their third because of the forfeiture, but their second one in competition, which is very impressive for a side that is competing in this competition for the first time.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jing. And as we see Daniel Gadja frustrated, causing a careless foul.
Checking to see if there's something in his pocket there. Look
yeah. He's got a yellow card now, and now they got a free kick at the top of the area.
Cristal delivers it. Headed away by Ozcan. Launched forward. 2 chasing for Cebu. Asong heads it out cleverly. Ang Cebu pa, nagmamadali dito as they see there's not a lot of Mendiola players back inside the box. Chance!
Oh,
it's a goal!
My.
Unbelievable! The dagger from Mert Altinoz. From nothing there. A moment of brilliance.
Wow.
From a Turkish midfielder.
I was just about to say Mendiola should just sit on the ball and keep it moving, let the clock run down, but they were not settling for that. And they had other things in mind with a great strike from the Turkish man. Turkish delight.
Done and dusted. Win in the bag here for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Skips one, takes another player on, gets at the edge of the 18 and just laces it up. Roof of the net.
Didn't even have a good angle there, but...
Yeah, it's a tough angle. Look, boom. Skips one, gets it forward, get momentum. Strikes it extremely well.
Oof.
Not much that Michael Asson could have done about that. And 3 quality goals from this Dynamic Herb Cebu side.
And a substitution about to be made here by Cebu as they bring in Baristasi and John Roy Melgo III. Uzoka making way. Job done for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
I would say so. And again, another late goal, Jing. Another late goal for Dynamic Herb Cebu, proving that, you know, they're not settling at all with their result or their victory or their lead. You know, they're continuing to press, continuing to get opportunities and score late goals, which is a wake-up call for all the teams out there watching this. Dynamic Herb is scoring late goals, and they are not putting their foot off the pedal as the ref blows the whistle, and Dynamic Herb Cebu comes from behind with a fantastic 3-1 victory.
A Dynamic Herb Cebu making a statement here against Mendiola FC 1991. They shown that they can do it from behind. What a game from them and their Turkish recruits, stamping their authority in this match as Arda Sinkir and Mert Altinoz, the goal scorers, as they turn things around in style, winning this match 3-1. Fantastic scenes here in Carmona, Cavite. We talked about the excitement from the first match. It has certainly carried over to the second. Nate, what did you make of this contest this evening?
Yeah, you know, they were tested going down 1-0 in the first half, and their character, you know, was tested, and it proven how strong their character is as they were able to come back, compose themselves for the second half, and score 3 quality goals for them to get back into the match. I said it before, they're growing and maturing as the play and matches go on, and this is just their second game, Jing. They still have, what's this?
They got 3 more.
3 more matches, so we got to expect them to continue to progress and continue to grow. But great start for Dynamic Herb Cebu. I'm getting, you know, they're becoming a fun team to watch. You know, they got a lot of quality. They just need that time to gel and get things to going. And, you know, they're proving how much of a unit they are, how much of advantage it is for them being based down in Cebu, getting that togetherness, getting that group mentality, bringing it here to Manila and showing it on the field, getting results. It's a huge win for them, Jing, and I'm sure all the other teams are looking at this Dynamic Herb Cebu saying, you know, this is a team to watch because, you know, they're proving it, they're showing it, and credit to them, bravo.
Napakaraming question marks around this side, especially with the departure of Ricky Sendra and the really outgoing of many of their players. But they got this new Turkish partnership, and we really didn't know what to expect from them. But now, after 2 matches, we've seen not only do they have quality in their players and excitement going forward, but they've got that resiliency as well that we saw today.
I spoke about that earlier when you asked me what did I like about them for the first match. It was that resiliency, and they showed it in the first match, and they showed it in the second match that they can come from behind and still, you know, be composed, still get results, still stick to their game plan, and create some really nice goal-scoring opportunities. As we're looking back at the highlights, I mean, all of their goals were quality, Jing. All of their goals were, you know, pretty unsavable for Michael Asson. Credit to him because he's had a wonderful match. But, you know, these goals were just, I don't know what much he could have done with these goals, you know.
Look at the celebrations as well. When
That's
you
the
look
passion. That's the passion, Jing. As we hear them cheering, that's how much it means to them. You know, as I said, they traveled all the way from Cebu. You know, they got a fan base down there. They're trying to make their mark in this Copa, and you know that just shows the passion and the family togetherness that they're showing and bringing every match. It's great to see because it's contagious, you know, and it's good to see. Very good to see.
and that man on your screen celebrated like a lunatic there, and he's certainly got the license to do so. We've got him with us at the moment, but let's take a look at this beauty first from his teammate Altinoz.
Turkish delight. That's a beautiful strike. He hits it extremely well, and you know we were talking about him earlier because he had a wonderful match, and you know he's been maturing from that first match. And you said he's only 19 years old, so very promising for Dynamic Herb Cebu, and very promising for this Turkish side as they bring in players here to you know expand and grow their platform.
And speaking of one of those Turkish players, the man with 2 goals, we've got him now, Arda Sinkir. He's with us right now, but we do have a translator in Baris Tasi who's helping us out. So let's head it over to Arda Sinkir now.
Öncelikle her şey için teşekkür ederim. Öncelikle her şey için teşekkür ederim.
First of all, I want to say thank you.
Bugün geriye düştük ama kazanmak bizim için çok önemliydi.
We were losing in the first half, but we always had the winning mentality.
Kazanma arzusu bizim için çok önemli.
Our winning mentality is very important in the team.
Herkes bizi beklesin. Biz bu ligde çok iyi şeyler yapacağız. Ve kupada çok iyi şeyler yapacağız.
Everyone, watch out. We will bring fun and exciting games in this team.
Tara Cebu.
Tarasi. Sen sakat oldu. Neyse
Başım kanadı. Başım açıldı ama hiç sorun değil. Ben buraya kendimi göstermeye geldim ve bunun için elimden geleni yapacağım.
I got pretty badly hit in the head, but he came here to show himself, to prove himself. He came here to play, and that won't stop him.
Gol attığım için ve kazandığımız için çok mutluyum.
I'm very happy that I scored, and I'm very happy that the team won.
Üç maçı da alıp, geri kalan 3 maçı da alıp bu kupayı almak istiyoruz.
We want to get all matches. We want to win all matches, and the goal is to win the cup.
Buradan bütün aileme çok selam söylüyorum. Hepinizi çok seviyorum.
I give regards to all my families and my friends, and I love you all.
Fantastic stuff there from Arda Sinkir and Mr. Tasi, as we saw the man of the match, scorer of a brace today, and an absolutely crucial set of goals for Dynamic Herb Cebu, who have sealed their 3rd win of the competition, their 2nd in competition, the other one as a forfeiture, but nonetheless it's been extremely impressive from them. As you take a look at the statistics, 22 shots in this match, Nate.
Yeah, that's impressive, Jing.
14 only for Mendiola, who close out their competition in a rather disappointing fashion. They got their noses in front. It looked like they had built a platform from which to get their first 3 points of the competition, but unfortunately for them, Cebu were inspired.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up their another 3 points, so they 9 total points out of 9 total points.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? But I mean, it's great for Philippine football, you know, another team coming up, getting competitive, making the league that much more entertaining, that much more interesting. And, you know, we're seeing some good quality stuff from this side. It's fun to watch them, you know. These goals were top quality goals, as I said before. And, you know, they work extremely hard for these moments, Jing. You know, it just shows. Again, another late goal. They were not settling for 2-1 victory. They wanted more. They wanted to continue to, you know, score goals and get onto the get other players on the board. As we take a look at the next match.
And they're going to be in action very soon indeed, and up against the side in Maharlika Manila FC, who are known to push it all the way as well. So a fantastic matchup coming up, and Maharlika still in the running to make it into the knockout round. So this is an absolutely crucial match for them, and we don't have to wait very long. Just 3 days and we are back in action, Nate.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a good match for sure, as, you know, they'll look to continue their winning streak, and Maharlika will look to try and end their win streak. But nonetheless, great stuff tonight, Jing, and a pleasure to call the match with you, as always. And shout out to all the Filipino football fans who stayed up and watched with us. We appreciate all of you. Stay blessed, stay loved. All the best.
Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Jing Hamalang, and we will catch you in a few days' time. Good night, folks.